Dude, who's your hairdresser?
Hey, what's up, my peoples? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Crowvar. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a nice image of Crowvar. His name is Crowvar. He is from Transformers Dark of the Moon. On this side of the box, you have Crowvar. On this side of the box, you have Crowvar. On the top, Transformers Dark of the Moon. On the bottom, words and things and barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots and a one-sentence bio if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Crowvar. Now, Crowvar is a heavy remold of Berserker from the Last Night line. And, yeah, he's still a pretty cool figure, though. I do quite like him. I think he's my favorite of the dreads that have been released. But here he is in his vehicle mode. So we'll get in close here so we can take a look at the details. Got to represent that Chevy. Got to make sure that's painted. You got the headlights painted right there. Some nice paints for the windshields and all the windows going around. Decepticon symbol there on the side. The light bar just painted in red up top. Taillights painted. Again, gotta represent that Chevy. Gotta represent. And there is the bottom. He rolls as rolling things should. He does roll quite smoothly. So there you go. And for comparison, here he is with Crankcase. So you can see how those two look together. And here he is with Berserker. And you can see their vehicle modes are pretty much identical. A little bit of difference, like right here in this back quarter section here, because there's some slightly different engineering there in the transformation, but pretty much the same alt mode there. And just to get all three of them in the shots, there you go. There you got three dreads. So there you have that. Now, as far as accessories go, he does include his spiky spear things. I don't care what they're actually called. I'm going to call them spiky spear things. I don't care. I will not be a passenger on the conformity train, okay? I walk to the beat of my own words. Spiky spear things. That's what I'm calling them. But these are the same weapons that came with Berserker, the exact same weapons. As you can see, they came a little bent out of shape in the package. That's easily fixable with a hairdryer or some warm water. That's, not the end of the world. This crisis is very easily averted. Just, dunk them in a little bit of hot water, take a hairdryer to them, and you can get them back in shape. But, yeah, out of the package, they're probably going to be a little bent up. But you just take them and store them on the side of the vehicle like so. Just little slots right here. And you just tab them in, like so, and there you go. So now he can spiky spear thing people as he's driving by. Yay! So, there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to a transformation, shall we? So, let's remove the spiky spear things and put them off to the side. Oh, you know what? One more comparison, just because. Here he is with his wave mate, Stinger. Okay. Let's see how they scale with one another. So, there you go. So now let's get down to transformation, shall we? Okay, so to get started, we're just going to come to the front here and just take this whole front section, just bring that forward on the double hinge, take these side panels here, and just pop these out to the side. Let me raise up a little bit so I got some room to work. Alrighty. So once we've done that, you take this front hood section here along with the windshield, and that comes up and over, and you flatten that down like so. And once you do that, you can take, you want to come back here first. You take these side panels here, and you untab them like that, and that frees that up, and now we can take all this and bring that up like that. This section folds in, this section folds in, and you just leave that hanging out for now. As you can see, we have a lot of dreads going on here. You can see how they just kind of, you basically just take them and just kind of fold them up like that. And that's how you store them in the vehicle mode. So you just take these right here and you just bring them down. Take these and bring them down. And you can take these and just kind of just bring them down just to get them out of the way. We'll get those back into shape in a little bit. So once we've done that, you want to untab the legs. They just untab from the side. They just tab in right in there. just untap the legs, and untap the legs, and you just bring the legs and this whole waist assembly down. Bring the legs down, rotate the legs to the forefront, take the foot, bring it out the wheel, goes to the back to become part of the heel, and this panel just folds up against the back of the leg. And there you have a leg all done. Second pass, just like the fast. Down, bring that wheel back, collapse that panel, this little butt flap there, and just bring that up. The backpack just collapses down like that. And there you have the lower body all done. Now for the arms, and just bring them down like so. Rotate at the bicep. This panel just folds in like that. Then you just get in here and fish out his hand. It's going to be a little hard to do. Come on. There you go. Bring out the hands. There you have an arm all done. Same thing on the other side. Just shift that down. Bring it down. Rotate. Bring that in. And bring out the hand. And then you just take his head. It's on a double hinge. Just take it and bring it forward like so. And we'll deal with that in a little bit. But basically, we are done, and there you have a Crowbar in his robot mode. And I dig him. And, you know, like I said earlier, I think he's my favorite of the 3 deluxe dreads. I really dig him. I love the look of him. So let's get in close here on that noggin. Oh, that's a noggin right there. That's a pretty nicely done head sculpt, in my opinion. That looks really good. Little eyes there picked out in red. And you got some silver there for the jaw. Looks quite nice. Looks very cool. Very dreadful. Anyway. And you got some red paint there going down the body. Got some red. Some of that dark gray. His big old claws. And the back is pretty much, you know, the vehicle just kind of folded up on his back. As you do. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you get some nice wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. You have that hinge there, so you can do that. You can look all the way down. You can look up a little bit. Full 360-degree range of rotation. The shoulders are on a ball joint. They can do a full 360. You can go in and out. You can use that transformation hinge as well if you need it. You got bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The only wrist articulation is just that inward movement due to transformation. He does have an ab crunch due to transformation, but no rotation. The hips are on a ball joint. They can go forward that far. You can do those high kicks. Back that far. Out that far. You do have thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the feet can move up a bit and move down a lot due to transformation. And that wheel, you can move if you need it for supports. It's there. So you got that going on. Now, as far as the actual dreads go, you can see like the ones on his head are totally like, when you have them stored in vehicle mode all curled up, they will stay that way. But you know, the way this plastic works, it does hold the shape pretty well. So what I do with them after I get him back into robot mode is I just take these and I just tuck them right behind this panel here, like that. I'll just take 2 and tuck them in one side, take the other one, tuck it in the other side, like that. Get these tucked back in, like that. Oh, come on, stay. Work with me, man. There you go. So, I just do that with them, and when you leave them like that for a little bit, you can take them out and they'll hold their shape just fine. And now he looks the way he's supposed to look. And his hair's not all like, ah! You know, not doing that, so. Unless you wanted to. Hey, up to you, as always, your toy. Display it however you wish. And same thing with these. Like, if you just hold them in a shape for a little bit, they'll hold their shape just fine. You know, usually what I do is I'll take these and actually, like, put them in his hands and just have him hold them for a little bit. And, again, they'll hold the shape. So, you know, it's an easy thing to remedy. I mean, if you're impatient about it, you can always just take a hairdryer to it and get into whatever shape you want. Again, you know, things that are very easy to remedy. So, There you go. And of course, you can have him holding his weapons if you want. Now, he doesn't hold the weapons all that securely. You can see it's not the tightest grip. Like, they are kind of loose in there. So that is a bit unfortunate. He just doesn't have the tightest grip on that. And I try to push them down further, and they won't even go down further. So I don't know. Oh, you know why? Because that panel, that little bit right there, gets in the way of the handle. So yeah, you can't push it down further. You can, but then he's holding him crooked. That doesn't work out too well. But, I mean, you can hold them, just it's not a super secure grip, as you can see. He doesn't have the best grip on them. And of course, if you want to store them, you have these little hooks here, and you can just take them and just hook them onto the backpack, like that, if you want to store them somewhere. So there's nothing left to do but to get down to some comparisons. So here he is with crankcase, and we'll also bring in Berserker, just so you can see the three of them together. And you can see just how much remolding they did between these two. A lot of remolding. But yeah, a nice looking set of dreads there. I like them. I like them. So we have that. And here he is with his wavemate Stinger. So you can see how they scale with one another. So, there you go. And of course, the last thing to show off here, we have to bring the box back in for this, is we can open up the box and remove the inserts. And open this up, and we have a nice little display base for your figure with the highway scene there from Dark of the Moon, Transformers Dark of the Moon there on the base, Studio Series Transformers, all that good stuff. And you can take your Crowbar and display him proudly on the base if you wish, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little added touch. So there you have Studio Series Crowbar. He's a heavy remold of Berserker, but he's a nicely done heavy remold of Berserker. I do quite like him. I think he is actually my favorite of the dreads that have been released. The only real thing that bugs me about him is just that he can't hold his weapons all that securely, but other than that, he's pretty well done, in my opinion, anyway. So, there you go. Now, I picked this up from Hasbro Toy Shop. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below. You can also get Transformers movie toys from BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below as well. You can also check out my Transformers movie toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out M-Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Crowbar, and this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. All right, punk. You and me, mano a mano, no weapons. And we'll see who the better bot is. Okay. You cheated. You're a Decepticon. How did I not see that coming? Well, fool me once and all that. Okay, this kind of hurts. Can you stop?